Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, we will be closing out our November budget. So if you are interested in how I do my closeouts, then keep on watching.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk.
All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So in today's video, we will be closing out the November budget. I'm a little late, but girl, it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna close out November budget. A disclaimer, like I always do in my closeouts, I do not close out my budget the way you may see popular on YouTube. I only close out for certain reasons that are important for me, and so you may see a totally different way that you close out, or a totally different way that you normally see on videos that that you are watching on the regular. But girl, this is how I close out my budget, okay? Because all the other stuff that look is what's important for me, okay? So that's how I do it. Or this is how I do it. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna close out November and keep on going into December. We already 6 days in, girl. So let's just go ahead right in and get this over with. So this was my November monthly for the month of November. And right now I am going to focus on my expense tracker and monthly budget. All right, so first things first is for the month of November, I did not do, I don't know why or what I was thinking, but I didn't do a budget goal. So girl, we ain't do a budget goal. So I ain't gonna try to, we just gonna bypass that. But my total income. So the first thing I like to do is count up my total income for the month of November. So we had 15, let me put this down. We had 15, 18, 88, 12, 28, 15, 1869, 86. So for the month of November, the total income was $9,458.28. I'm not sure if you could see that. Let me see. Okay, you can see it. All right, so let me just make sure I did that right. All right, so total income was $9,458.28. All right, so that is our total income. So the first thing I like to do is count up my income to see how much I had that came in for the month. And so we had $9,458.28 in income for the month of November. All right. After that, total expenses. So I can look, I've explained this over and over in all of my closeout videos, so I don't think I'm gonna go into it this time. But if you are interested in, or if you feel like something is not right or is not making sense, just watch one of my previous videos and then I'll explain why I do my budget the way I do it. So next is my total expenses. So this is my expenses, but I add, I add in other things other than what my fixed and variable expenses are. So for the month of November, so let me just pull out a little sticky note. So I could get my totals together. All right. All right, so total expenses. So for my expenses, I like to do my bill expenses. So we had 2203.80. 2203.80. We had 164. Oh, and we had 164.58. All right, and so that's $7,933.44. And so so what I was doing was I was adding up. So my total expenses, my expenses are, to me, everything that comes out of my paycheck beside my savings account. So I include bill expenses, cash envelopes, sinking funds, debt. The only thing that I don't include is money that I just automatically transfer over to my savings account. Everything else that comes out of my income is an expense for me. And I count it as an expense is because if I use my sinking funds and savings challenges as an expense. And what it does is it forces me to be able to contribute to it. Even if it's not a lot, it's an expense that I contribute to. I try to treat it like I'm paying a bill. But I save two different ways. I save with saving challenges, and I also save with overage that I transfer over to my savings account. That's the only thing that I don't include as an expense. So I add up. I could just add this up, but to me, if I add this up, that is not giving me everything that I've basically spent my income on other than savings. And so that's why I go through each week and add up my amounts. And so it came up to $79.33.44. And so I better write that in. Hold up. I'm gonna write it here. $79.33.44. All right, so $79.33.44. But before I do my total expenses, then I want to go into the expense tracker. And let's see. All right, and so we have Walgreens. So let me do this. So we have, I'm gonna do blue, and that is going to be meds. And then we have food. Miscellaneous. And I think that might be all that I had. So let me see. I'm gonna do meds and medical. And household. And I guess that'll be king, so pet. All right. So meds is blue. So I know that we had, this is the reason why I did that pills and potion envelope inside of my medical sinking fund, because girl, I was getting caught too many times off guard. But let's see. So we have Walgreens. So we know what that was. That was medicine. We have Walgreens here. And medicine is high, y'all. No joke. Mother Walgreens. Everybody already had been sick. I had been going through that. Then my husband come home from work, and the day he came home, the very next day he got sick. Like, it's just too much, girl. So that's medical. Now, right here is where I swipe my credit card. And what I did was I just totaled up everything from the 1st to the 15th, because that was the last time I swiped my card. And it totaled $302.70. But out of that $302.70, I had miscellaneous, food, medicine, house, pet, and copay. So I'm going to, that's medical. And we have food. And then in food was $33.02. Sam's, that was I went to go get some drinks, because that's where I buy my drinks from. I get them from Sam's. Chick-fil-A and Checkers. This was after I left the hospital with my daughter. I know she was hungry, so I wanted Chick-fil-A, she wanted Checkers. All right. As you can see, I did way too much with food, but this is why I do this. Next, let's see. So we have miscellaneous. And so miscellaneous is Jostin. So my daughter's senior, the senior dues, I put that on my credit card. Because she found out at the last minute and about this particular event of funds that needed to be paid, and so she was approaching a deadline, so I just went on ahead and put that on my card. So I just put that as miscellaneous, and then I went and got my nails polished and a manicure. So that was, I just put that as miscellaneous. And then we had a miscellaneous here. All right. And then ExxonMobil for $4.82. That had to be food, because I know that there wasn't no gas. Anybody around here pumping $4. All right. And then we have pet, which was $82.80. And then last but not least, we have household, and that was $62.08. So I'm going to add that up. Okay, so medicine, let's see, we have 10, 28. $94.46. All right, and then wait. I forgot about this. 25, 28. I think I did that. Oh, okay. Yeah, 94.46. And then we have food. So that's 1882, 634, 482, 1481, 3133, 3876, 7440, and then 3302. That's 223.30.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
Girl, that's ridiculous. 223.30. That is ridiculous. Because the only thing that was okay was the Sam's. Girl, this was crazy. Girl, no ma'am. Miscellaneous, 320, 17, 40, and 49.52. So that's 409.69. I knew that was gonna be, and that was because of that 320. Household is only 62.08. And then pet is 82.80. All right, so if I add these totals up, I can add it to my expenses, which is 94.46, 220, 223.30, 409.69, 62.08, 82.80. So that's 872.33.
Hey, fuck no.
You see how this adds up? I be looking at, and that's what gets me every time. I be looking at my total income, and I'm like, okay. But baby, when I get down to them expenses and everything that I spent money on, baby, the numbers, the math don't be mathing. All right, so we say expenses was 79.33.44 plus 872.33. So $8,805.77, girl. Slap me on the ass and call me Susan. So that is $8,805.77. So let's see what the difference is. Minus 94.58.28. Girl, Lord have mercy. 652.51. Mind you, this 652.51, mind you, I did not count in what I put into savings. So girl, all right, so 652.51. Now when we go into debt, what we contribute to debt out of the 79.33.44, how much of that was debt was, let's see, all right, so 164, $299, I hit a Amazon right there, so 35, $427, 200, 5, No debt there. All right. So out of the $7,933.44, we had $833.99 that we contribute to debt for the month of November. All right. And then so the previous month we had 4361.74. $350. 352.775. 361.74. All right, now savings. Let's see what we did in savings. So we go back to our weekly and we add up our savings. So and this is not savings challenges and sinking funds. This is the amount that I take from the overage of my extra income and put it into the savings account. And so that is 168. So 168. Um, 116. $311. Okay. We ain't do nothing now. All right. So we contribute just with overage $595 to savings account. 116 and 311. And so that's $595. 168, 116, 311. That's $595. So $595 is what I contribute to savings for the month of November. $833.99 is what I contribute toward debt for the month of November. And then I ended up, let's see, so out of the $569.63 minus $652.51. So balance going forward is $82.88. All right. And so that's how I do my budget. That's how I close out my monthly budgets. I like to see what I spent outside of what I stuffed my envelopes with, which is my expense tracker. I try my best not to do it. And so that's why you would see me when I'm doing my monthly decorating my spread. I would always take up the first 5 rows of the expense tracker because I don't want to, like, I'm going to try my best to see if I can do it a little bit more. But this is, once I get down to the end, this forces me to watch my swiping, because once I get down to the end, that's it. Like, that's it for the month. So I got to be mindful of how many times I'd be like, okay, well, girl, I'm going to just go ahead and use that buffer, or I'm going to just go ahead and I got to be mindful because I'm only allowed so many times. And so I'm going to try to start bringing it down, bringing those down to where I'm not able to even swipe this much. So this lets me know what I needed to cut back. I need to cut back on eating out, Chick-fil-A and all of that crap. Mind you, that's the reason why I haven't even been stuffing the eating out envelope, So I can't just be like, okay, I'm not going to stuff the eating out envelope because I'm trying not to eat out, but then I turn around and I swipe my card. I got to do something. And so this is why I do this, so I can have these type of conversations, girl, with myself, okay, and with y'all, because I know y'all left. I like to see what my total income was for the month. And then I like to see what my income versus my expenses were. I like to see how much I contributed, because I decided that whatever I had over the $10,060, I mean, girl, come on now. Come on, speak it. Speak those things that be not as though they are. The income, the extra income of $1,060, anything over, I put it directly into the savings account. And so I want to be able to see, by doing that, how much am I contributing to the savings account. I want to know how much I'm contributing to debt. How much did I pay off in debt for the month of November? This is why I do this. Okay. So this is what's most important for me. I know you've seen different closeouts, and people try different things, different ways, and for different reasons, but you have to do what works for you. And some of those things are just not as important to me. I'm not saying that they're not important, but they may be more important to one person than it is the other. So I encourage you to make your budget work for you. Incorporate different techniques that you see on YouTube or outside of YouTube, but tweak it to where it works for you, and don't try to just implement the same strategy that someone else is doing for the wrong reasons, because their budget is not your budget. Their income is not your income, and what's important to them may not be important to you, and vice versa. So girl, I ain't finna be doing all that ranting. That's it. That's all. If you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you could be notified each and every time I upload. And I will see you beauties in the next video. Bye, guys.